A little bit more streamlined every single time.
Every time. All right, cool. And I believe
we're live.
We are live.
It says we're live.
So, hey guys, happy Monday. It is the first Monday of February, which is crazy. I'm just so excited to be here, be hosting another Monday night call with some great information that's coming. We have a very, very special guest speaker tonight. Her name is Kara. I'm sure that all of you guys know her, but we've had the ability over the last couple of years to really get to know Kara, get to know her story, get to watch her just blossom into this incredible coach. And she's also very humble, so she'll say, "Oh, you know, I have miles to go before I am where I want to be." But that's just part of her brilliance, because one of the things that I really admire is just always looking to grow and improve, and with that also looking to help others do the same.
I have really nice things to say too. So Kara, to me, is someone, guys, I hope you are taking notes, or you have some ability to take notes tonight, because, or if not, just watch the recording, because Kara has this unique ability to be 100% heart and emotion, and also 100% like practical, functional, generous. These are my tips. And so whatever she has prepared tonight, I know it's going to bless us all and serve us all. And she's someone that always operates from a place of gratitude. Well, I'm sure there's some moments where you're human, but what I really admire about her and her leadership is that it's always from a place of, this is all extra. And this is, she referred to this opportunity the other day as a lottery ticket, that not that we receive, but that we get to hand out to other people. And so without further ado, I'd like to just hand it over to Kara. What were you going to say?
There's a little further ado.
Oh.
I missed it when I said this. So guys, I always like to make a point. You're here, you're spending your time here tonight. Make sure that you're sharing the fact that you're here on social media. Let people know that you're working your business. Grab your boomerang, your video, a photo, whatever it is.
Set up a tripod and take a photo of the whole situation.
Anything. I mean, you can pick of the 600 things that Kara says that you're obsessed with tonight, but pick one thing, share it with your team. Sharing personal development is the best way to make sure that it stays with you and that you can enrich the rest of your team so that we can all grow together.
Awesome. Well, take it away, Kara. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you guys so much for another opportunity to develop my leadership skills. I mean, tonight I'm going to be talking a lot about leadership and strategies that have helped me develop my skills and grow my team in an authentic way. And it's just opportunities like this with people like Rob and Chelsea and you guys listening to me tonight that helps me hone my skills as well. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. For those who don't know me, my name is Kara. I am married to the love of my life, Dustin. We have two beautiful boys, Xavier. That's a hyphenated version. Alex is 5, Xavier is 2. I started coaching in 2014 after years of struggles with IVF. And this opportunity and the programs and the community really helped me overcome some of the hardest times in my life and get my body back and get my life back. And I'm here today because, you know, being a coach now for 3.5 years and being committed, I'm all in, I'm committed. And with that commitment, I've had highs and lows and ups and downs and tweaks and trial and error. And you'll have that too. If you're committed, if you're all in, you're going to embrace the good times and the hard times. And fall in love with the process. You know, coming off Super Bowl weekend, they say people who love the game. Like, I love the game that is Beachbody. I love that it's a comeback company. I love the integrity of the products. I love that we have, like Chelsea said, essentially a lotto ticket in our hands that we get to earn and we get to pay it forward. And it's up to us to unlock our potential. I love that we are in an opportunity that makes you grow, that forces you to deal with all of your insecurities and everything that, you know, maybe you don't want to share. It forces you to deal with your stuff. And I love the game that every single month we all start out at 0 Success Club points. If you're me, if you're Chelsea, if you're Rob, if you're Melanie Mitro, I love the game that we're all on the same playing field, and it's up to us every single month to unlock our potential, to push the limits, to challenge ourselves. And I just think it's the coolest business ever. And if you're in this group watching, that means you're probably committed to, and you're all into, and you're here to embrace the good times and the bad times, and you're committed to being a learner. So I commend you for that. That is going to make you see so much success. And I would love to share with you guys what I've learned over the last 3.5 years in terms of leadership. What I'm going to be giving you guys is 3 strategies that have really, really helped me. I'm going to give you guys some action items at the end. And at the very, very end, I'm going to give you guys my number 1 lesson that I've learned in all of this. Okay. So, my topic tonight is authentic leaderships and strategies to grow your team. And the reason why I say authentic leadership, I think it's so important because in a network of, 500,000 coaches, how are you going to stand out? How are you gonna be different than anybody else? I've had so many aha moments in the past year attending events. That's why I think it's so important to attend events, because I think we all have this picture in our head of what a successful coach looks like. And for me, it was, of course, girls like Chelsea and Bonnie Engel and Lindsay Matway and Amy Silverman. And the more I attended events, the more I saw a whole bunch of different people. And last year at the New Leader Conference at this time, I remember hearing Mika Folsom speak, and I never knew who she was, or Ashley Smith, or being at Summit last year and seeing the Million Club walk out, and there's a short bald guy or an older lady, and I'm like, again, it's just more proof in my head. And there's nothing against the bald guy or the older lady, but it's I think sometimes we have our picture of what we think success is, but the more you're in this and the more that you can go to events, you're going to see that you can be successful just the way you are, and the network needs you just the way you are, and your team needs you just the way you are, and Shred Nation is going to need you just the way you are as well. And I think that, and I just want to be here to reaffirm that in you, that you have everything that you need inside you to build whatever kind of business that you want to in a way that feels good and looks good, and every single day you can be proud of that. And I think it's really, really important as you grow your team, and I'll share that why. Another reason why I talk about authentic leadership, because the number one thing that drives me crazy is when coaches come up to me, or coaches quit because they say that, I feel fake, or I feel salesy, or it just feels icky. And I'm just like, is anybody holding a gun to your head and telling you you need to do it that way? Why are you doing things that don't feel good to you? Did you get a call from Jeff Hill that said you need to do it this way? No, you guys, we have an opportunity to grow a business and brand ourselves and be ourselves and help people like us. And it's your job now to take this opportunity and take these products and learn how to promote them, and learn how to promote the coaching opportunity in a way that feels good to you and is authentic to you. That's your job. Okay. So if you're at the point like me, in your first year and you're still kind of finding your way and finding your voice, just please keep pushing, because I think it's so important in that first year that you really find a way that feels good to you. And for everybody, that's different. And I think that's the most important, exciting thing about this, is that everybody's business can look completely different, and you can still see the success that you're looking for. Okay. And lastly, you guys, it's super important, authentic leadership, because then it gives your team permission to follow suit and be who they want to be and do it the way that they want to, and know that that's okay, and that's going to get them towards their goals as well. Okay. So let's talk about the strategies for leadership. Okay. Number 1, you guys, I'm going to share my screen if I can. Number 1 is you need to have a vision. It's very, very important. The reason why I came up with this in about at the end of year 2, because you need to know what you stand for. As a brand, as a woman, as a team, you need to know what you stand for. This is the vision for my team. My team is a community of authentic leaders spreading love and energy throughout the world. That's my vision. My core values are integrity, family, growth, contribution, creativity, connection. I like to have this on my desktop. It's also on my vision board. You need to know what you stand for. And the reason why I came up with this at the end of year 2 is because a few reasons. First of all, I felt like I was attracting people who I didn't work well with, who maybe didn't work well with me. I had coaches getting frustrated as they were growing into leadership because I found that I was creating a culture where people had to kind of like follow in my steps or do it the exact same way that I did. And duplication is really, really important in this business. Don't get me wrong. It's super important to keep things simple and it has to be duplicatable. But what's more important is that you have leaders who play on their strengths and building their own confidence to know that they can run their team the way that they want to. And that's going to be the best way for them. That's, I think, even more important than duplicating. So yeah, playing on your leader strengths. So that's why I came up with it. I want people to find their own style. I want people to find their own voice and find their own way. And don't get me wrong, in my first year, I was modeling people that were successful and people that I wanted to be like too, but I don't want it to stop there because, you know, after a year, that's not going to feel good because you're not me, or I'm not Chelsea, or Chelsea's not, you know, Bonnie. Like, we're all unique and we're all different and we all have different strengths. So that's why I came up with it. Doesn't mean that you have to reinvent the wheel. Please don't get me wrong. You do not have to reinvent the wheel, but the wheel becomes stronger with diversity and different people's strengths. And like I said, the network needs that. The team needs that. And I really think the industry needs that. And you guys are very lucky to be a part of a coach family that has so many different kinds of authentic leaderships. And you can see that people do their business different ways. And I want that to excite you because then when we all come, you know, to pages like the Diamond Page and pages like the Shred Nation Roundtable, then we can all come together with different ideas. We all get better. And I just think about it, like, you might follow people on social media who are so different, right? Like, there's one person right now who I just think is so amazing and so refreshing. Her name is Haley Christensen. And I just use her as an example because she's so different than me. And if she were on my team, I would want her to do the way she likes to do things in her way and it's fun to her. That's what I mean when I talk about authentic leadership. And then we all learn from each other and play on each other's strengths. And it just, you know, creates this big momentum ball of wonderfulness that is, you know, already Shred Nation. So we need that, and we need that from you guys. Okay. I also think it's really important to have a vision for your team because for me, when I'm communicating why I'm doing things, I can always come back to this, right? My coaches know this. This is what I want to create. This is the culture. So if I have a coach on my team who has been in my challenge groups, you know, and has like 5 or 10 challengers on her own, and I'm like, girl, you are an authentic leader. It's time for you to find your way and find your voice. I can always come back to this when I'm communicating things. Or if I have a coach come to me and saying, you know, like, my new coach training just isn't working for her, then I'm going to challenge her. And I'm going to say, you know, what are 3 to 5 things that really helped you as a brand new coach get off the ground? I want you to write those down, and I want you to communicate that with your team, and I want you to come back to me and see how that worked, you know, because I want to know what worked for her and what's working for her team, so then we can all come together again and maybe, you know, and then take everybody's strengths and pour that into a new coach training. And instead of just the leader, you know, thinking that they have all the they have all the answers, because the truth is, you guys, I have a lot of coaches on my team that are much smarter than me, that have much more skills and talents and abilities, and I want to draw from them. I want to learn from them. I want to be their peer. I mean, I'm willing to go first. I'm willing to set the tone. I'm willing to set the pace, but I want to learn from them. And I do learn from my team just as much as they may think they learn from me. So the third reason why it's really, really important to have a vision is because it sets the culture right away for new people to come onto your team, but it also helps you recruit people who are just like you and that are easy to work with and who are aligned with you and who want somebody who's gonna, like, I find now, okay, I'll tell you a story. We were sitting at our leadership retreat in Mexico, and I'm going to try not to tear up, but I was looking around the table and I was just looking at girls like Nicole and Kayla and Kirsten and Jocelyn and Nina on my team. And I was like, oh, my heart beats, because we're all have so many strengths. We're all so different, but I'm just like, that's what I wanted, like a team of authentic leaders. So it's helping me recruit girls who are high quality, who are just like me, who have a voice and have confidence and who are bold and stand in what they believe in. And I use words like this in my social, you guys. It helps me create content too. I use words like integrity and family and growth and contribution and community and connection, because I want people who relate to those words to come to me. And it's helped me recruit some really awesome people on my team too, who have the same values, which is really important to me when I grow a team, because I want to work with people who are just like me. Okay. So that's why it's really important to have a vision, and it's going to help you develop your own authentic leadership. Now I want to give you guys 2 simple strategies that help me build my team, right? Because maybe you're a brand new coach in here, maybe you're an Emerald coach, and you're like, well, this is all great. If I had a team of coaches to do this with, I want you to know, if you're brand new, then implement this right away. And I'm also going to give you guys some simple strategies that I do that have really helped me build my team, and I've also seen leaders have success with as well. So I'm going to start with developing Emeralds. And I'm not a very formal person. I'm just gonna go right into my team page, you guys, and show you guys what I do. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about developing emeralds, then we're gonna talk about developing diamonds, and we will go from there. So again, it starts with the vision. It's a brand new month, so for me, it's a really easy, quick way to share my vision, what I want to achieve, or what I see for my team for developing emeralds on your team. And I think this is super important. Everybody should be developing emeralds, and it's something that I want to do month after month after month, okay? So this is my vision for my team this month. I want to help 5 new emeralds advance their business, okay? So I share them with my it's really, really simple, you guys. I create a simple graphic. I tell them, you know, the basics of why it's important to achieve emerald. I show them how to do it. We have a team call that I link to of how to achieve emerald and why it's important, so they can go off on their own and learn about it. So I'm not reteaching it every single month. We also have a Making Emerald Happen kind of like workbook that I shared in the Shred Nation CEO circle with you guys. You guys are, it's in I want to say like Canadian language, because it talks about team cycle bonuses and stuff in our currency, because most of my team is local. But I want you guys to know that you guys are more than welcome to take that resource and duplicate it. It's been key for me, and it keeps it really, really simple. You guys can go through it as you want to and use it, but that's what I do. And then what I do is people get to comment below. I just actually did this today because I'm like, I should be doing these things I'm going to be teaching you guys today as well. So it was just a good reminder to me. And then they can comment below on when they want to hit. So that I'll be working with girls like Pam, going through these simple steps and getting her to Emerald. So once I get her to Emerald, you guys, I think it's super important. I'm going to flip back here. I think it's really important once I hit Emerald, and I'd like to see this done better. I'd like the recognition for Emerald coaches, public, like they won the lottery. You know, I think it's really, really important to recognize emeralds publicly and just like make it the biggest deal ever. 1, because it is the biggest deal ever. And 2, a lot of coaches on your team, or maybe some coaches on your team, maybe that's the only recognition they're ever going to get. So I would really challenge you guys to step that up. It shows, it's so important because it validates yourself as a leader. You get to love on people. It really builds them up. It shows their network what they're capable of, and they're doing it, and they're committed to their business. And I just challenge you to really pump up that emerald recognition. I think it's really, really important. And then what I do on my team as well, every single month, I do an incentive for Emerald coaches who hit Success Club 5. And I'm very blessed that I have a local team. So usually we'll go do something fun for the afternoon. I invest in them. I spoil them. It's helped us build our team. Helped us build our community. And it's worked really, really well. So Emeralds who hit Success Club 5, is what I recognize. I feel like that's kind of like the bread and butter of your new leadership. And those are going to also be your future diamonds on your team as well. So that's what helps for me for developing emeralds. It's not complicated. So I challenge you guys to take that and make it your own and just create a simple system that you can do every single month to teach people about emerald and help them along the way. Okay. Now let's talk about developing diamonds. Okay, this is a great time to share your vision with your team of how you want to go to Summit. I did this today because I got off a call with corporate and I shared a big scary goal that I want my team to go to Summit as a 10-star diamond team. So I shared that with my team and I'll go back. Developing diamonds is like my favorite thing in the world. Let me go back and just show you guys how I do that, okay? If you guys have any questions too, just put them in the comments. I'm more than happy to go through every single question you guys have, or if you need clarification, I'm more than happy to answer your question, okay? So this is what I do. It's really, really simple. I've done this for numerous milestones in my business, and it's just communicating your vision to your team and make it a big one, right? Because people want to be a part of something big. So my goal is to go to Summit as a 10-star diamond coach. I share with them kind of like our lifetime diamonds here, and then let them know what I need and how they can help, no matter where they're at in their business. And it gives you an opportunity to teach new coaches on your team to what a diamond coach is. And it also gets people who are just new, that new energy on your team. Like I have new coaches applying for this who just signed up last week, which makes me really excited because I want people to get out of the gates running, right? So I just share my vision with my team. It's really simple, you guys. And then for my diamonds, I make them fill out a Google form just because I want to get to know them better and I want to get to know their goals. I want to get to know their strengths, their weaknesses. So I make them fill out a really simple Google form. Essentially what I do is I work with emeralds who are hitting Success Club. And in the Google form, I ask them their why, like why it's important to them to hit diamond, their diamond goal date. I want to know about what they think their strengths are. I want to know what they envision or what they think their weaknesses are, and what I can help with, grow their business as well, or other things that they want to learn. And then from that Google form, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all in a pod. If there's 5 people or 10 people that apply, I'm going to put them all in a pod. So I'm going to be working with them all. But again, it's going to be the emeralds who are hitting Success Club are going to be the girls who I'm going to be working with on a monthly basis for my diamond internship for a few reasons. First of all, because they've shown me proof that they're committed, that they're growing their business, that they've become a master of the vitals because they've become a master of Success Club. And it's very important, obviously. So those are going to be the people I'm going to choose to work on a monthly basis with my diamond internship. My diamond internship is something that I've implemented from other leaders on this team, like Jamie, and I've just kind of taken it and making my own. So for my diamond internship, I'll tell you really, really quickly what I do. It's super simple. What I do is from the girls that, and I can go over this Google form with you guys really quickly. It's really simple. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share this with you guys so you guys have it and you guys can duplicate it. Let me go back. I'll just share that with you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a public shout out for my diamond intern. So what I do is I give a deadline to fill out that Google form, and then I don't even tell anybody who I'm choosing. I tell them publicly on Facebook, which is really cool. And I'll give you guys an example of how I share that. I'm hopping all over the place, but that's what I do. And
Hey guys, Kara is experiencing technical difficulty right now, so I'm just going to...
Oh, sorry, did I lose you?
You are back.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Roll.
Okay, am I good?
You're good.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to
Hey guys, we are having a little bit of internet conflicts that are going on right here. So hold on just a second. We'll get Kara back.
I'm back.
All right, cool.
Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, can you see me? It's all good. For some reason, it's not letting.
Yeah, you're frozen a little bit.
Okay. Just let me know when I'm good.
I can hear you, but you're still frozen. Technology.
Yeah.
Let me go to here.
It seemed to like something seemed to go weird when I tried to share my screen. So I can just talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, so for my diamond internship, you guys, when I shout them out publicly, I make it just as good as the diamond recognition. I think it's really important because it shows their network that they're going after big goals. People always get a lot of praise, and like people are cheering them on, and our team is cheering them on, which gives them confidence. Okay. So I think that's really, really important. And then in terms of the internship itself, it's really simple. You guys, they get to know their goals. We do a weekly Zoom call like this, and we do a weekly Zoom call in Daily Voxer. And really all they do, Daily Voxer, is they tell me every single day what they're doing to move them closer to their diamond goal.
No, you stop sharing a screen. Oh, it's a yeah.
I can hear you. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah.
You were good? Okay. Sorry, guys. It's a time that I can pour my belief into my coaches, and I play on their strengths, and then I challenge them on their weaknesses. So if people tell me that, they don't like going live or they want to work on that, then I'm going to be like, hey, your challenge this week is to go live every single day. And again, it's just to build confidence and to work with them every day and show them how to be a diamond coach. And really, to be a diamond coach, you just need to be plugged into the vitals every single day, have some accountability, and that's worked really, really well. So that's all my internship is, just working one-on-one with people and keeping them accountable to their goals. Super important. And then when they do it, I do a shout out again on social media. It's really important. You guys know how good it feels to be recognized publicly. And on our team, we do a call. It's called Diamond, She Did It. And then we just go over some questions about, why it was important to them. We show the team how they actually achieved diamond. The new diamond gives tips of what her best 3 tips are when going for that goal. And again, it's just like, it's kind of like a win-win because it builds the new coach's confidence as a diamond, and then also creates more proof on my team of how easy it is to get to diamond. So, because it is easy. So that's what really, really works for me for developing diamonds. And if you guys have any questions or clarity on that, I know we had a little bit of technical difficulty there. I'm more than happy to walk you through anything at all, answer any questions. I'm here for you guys. So I have some action items for you guys, and I want you guys to share them in the CEO circle. By the end of this week, I want you guys to create a vision for your team. What are you going to stand for? What is your team going to stand for? What are you going to be about? I think that's super important to know. So you can share that in the SN CEO circle. I'd love to read it. And I want you guys to implement a simple system every single month where you can develop and reward new Emerald coaches on your team, and then where you can develop and reward new Diamond coaches on your team. Even if you're listening to this and maybe you're like me when I started, and I hit Emerald by signing up, Coach Dustin, who's my husband, and Coach Erin, who is my sister. That's okay. Do it now, because that's going to, the law of attraction is going to come into place. You're going to attract new leaders. And then when they come, when those business builders come, you're going to be all set and ready to go. So just throw it out there on your team page now. Even if no one applies, that's okay. You can tweak your systems along the way, but act now. You got to act now, okay? So that's what I have for you guys for strategies. And then in closing, I just want to share with you guys my #1 leadership lesson. So last year was a great year for our team in terms of leadership growth. We advanced 5 new diamonds, and it was kind of like a turning point for my team. But what I want to share with you guys, and because I know you're committed in your business, and because I know you're going to also see ups and downs, I want to share mine with you, is that when I did this and I implemented these strategies and I was really consistent at it, and we saw a lot of growth with leadership at it, one mistake I made is I took my bar down for my personal business so I can focus more on my team growth. So for me, instead of, hitting Success Club 20 and recruiting 5 to 10 coaches a month, and that number doesn't matter, but for me that means that I'm giving my all. That's my bar, because I'd like to keep pushing it. I put that down, right, to pour into this, my team. But what I found is that when I put down my bar, guess what? Maybe some leaders on my team, maybe some upcoming leaders on my team, maybe put their bar down a little bit too. Maybe they meant to, maybe they didn't mean to, I don't know. But what I found is that when I kind of set the pace back, my team started to doing that too. And that was kind of just like a big aha moment for me, that, my personal business always comes first. I set the bar, I set the pace, because when I'm doing those things and I'm hitting those milestones, it gives me confidence and it helps with my energy. And then that helps me build the confidence, the energy of my team as well. And so in November, I made a decision to really get my numbers up and bringing that new energy on to our team. If you listened to the National Wake Up Call last week, you'll know how important they said it was, and it is. Because now that I've done that and I've raised my bar and I've raised my standards, guess what? The number of girls on my team hitting Success Club are doubling, tripling, our recruiting numbers are doubling or tripling. And, the pace is back where I want it and where I want my team to go and what I think my team deserves. Last year, we had an incredible year with leadership growth, and I missed a lead because of that. I missed a lead because I took my eyes off my own personal business goals, and I didn't hit a lead because of that. And that broke my heart for myself and my team. But again, it was just a good lesson, going into 2018. And again, knowing that you're going to have ebbs and flows and ups and downs, and you're not going to hit every goal, but what are you going to learn from it? I think this is a business that it's really easy to be upbeat and positive in the good times when you're hitting all those milestones or things are going good. But what are you going to do when things don't go your way, or you don't hit that goal, or you get stuck in some mud? What are you going to do? I think really truly that is going to determine and show what kind of leader you are. And I know, because you have incredible examples to pull from in this organization, that you're going to pull through, and you're going to come out stronger, and you're going to be able to use those lessons to teach other people, and together we can all get stronger for it. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions at all or anything you want me to add on, I'm happy to.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. We do have a couple of questions. I just want to, first of all, say how cool it is that you can learn that leadership lesson. And, I know you're the type of person who chooses to believe that challenges and struggles and failures happen for you and not to you. And I just think that's something everyone has to go through at some point, pretty much. And when you are someone who cares about other people, the natural tendency, and this is your challenge groups, your coaches, everyone in your life, we have this tendency to think oh, if I spend more time on them and with them, it's going to help them more. And what we've learned, and I want to confirm what you said, is that the best thing that we can do is lead by example and show them exactly what to do. The people who are going to earn their success and who want what you have and are willing to do the work for what you have will follow by your example. So I really appreciate you sharing that, because there are a lot of people on this call that maybe haven't had to experience that yet. And hopefully they can heed that advice and make sure that they keep their bar raised to where they want to. So the questions that we had, when your coaches get overwhelmed, okay, you talked a lot about goal setting. And I know that very often in this business, someone might set a goal and then they may start doing the work and realize that they're a little bit overwhelmed because they have to stretch and they have to get outside of their comfort zone. Do you have specific actions that you take or advice that you give to your coaches if they get overwhelmed?
Yeah. And I mean, it's something I think we've all dealt with, is the overwhelm. And I want to confirm, I guess, coaches who feel that, because it's not comfortable to grow. It's not comfortable to get to the next level. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel like maybe you can't handle this. And that's actually a good thing. I think you should run towards that and keep going, because there's a lot of success and the rainbows and the sunshine are at the other end of it. But for me, and what I've learned from all the leaders on this team is just go back to the basics. For me, my business, I'm very, very selfish with my own vital behaviors before I'm even answering any Voxer calls from my coaches, before I'm doing anything for my team, even before I'm doing anything for my challengers. Your vital behaviors bring life to your business. They're vital. They're going to help you through anything. And if you can go back to them, master them, learn how to enjoy them, learn how to fit them into your life, I think that's going to help you stay organized, stay focused, and really get back to know that this is a really, really simple business. And there's going to be a lot of things that are shiny, but if you can just really stay focused and on what you are trying to achieve and what's important to you and focus on the vitals, then I think that's going to help you through that stage of your life.
Awesome. Really, really great advice. I think we know that that's anytime that you're struggling in your business because you're not doing them. And I love the concept. And I think you probably got it from Tony as well, like running toward the overwhelm, because everything that all of that fear and everything that distracts you and makes you feel like you're struggling is just because you're like, you can just wave it past you. To be like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I'm running right towards it. So thank you for that. And then the other question, do you do one diamond intern per month? Do you ever do more than one diamond intern per month?
I've done the maximum I've done is 2, 1 or 2. I think that you can really just like focus on those 2 upcoming leaders, because it is a daily commitment to them. I think I think too, it kind of gives like FOMO to your other coaches who maybe are waiting for it. So it kind of creates that demand. So people really want it. But 1 or 2, I think, is great.
Yeah, I think that's smart, because again, if you were to do it with 4 or 6 or 8, now when do you have time to do your vitals if you are pouring all of you into that many people? Yeah. So I think that's smart. But you knew that. That's why you do it, because it's smart.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's really important too. I just want to add one thing on that, is that
go ahead.
I think what I've learned, and I say this with love, and I say this like, it's like, as a leader, you're going to you want to be a few steps ahead with your upcoming leaders. Your upcoming leaders are still developing confidence. If you are surrounding yourself with 4 or 6 people who are maybe upcoming on your team and they're still developing that confidence and they're still doubting themselves, you might feel yourself kind of pulled into that, right? So for me, it's really important to stay, because I'm a very emotional person, like what you're feeling, I'm feeling. And to be honest, I can't spend too much time with people who are still like, they have to do that on their own. You know, they have to develop that confidence and get over that doubt on their own. And then I want to come with them. But if you're surrounding yourself with too much of that, I think you could get pulled into that. And that's when you start doubting yourself as well.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's so true. One more question and then we will wrap up for the night. So, do you have a recruiting tip? Or, well, I guess this technically wouldn't be a recruiting tip, but so if you're bringing in, let's say you're bringing in 5 to 10 new coaches a month on the months that you do that, how do you go about welcoming them to your team?
Mm-hmm. So most of my coaches come from my challenge groups, right? So if you're aiming for Success Club 10 just with new challengers, very authentically, you're going to grow your team very naturally as well. So how I welcome them into my team is, so once I welcome them in my team, I just do a new coach shout out, and I love on them and I pour in them and I share with my team why I think they're going to be amazing. I also share with my team maybe how I know them or how we reconnected, because then that teaches my team how I'm meeting people. And then I have a new coach welcome package that I've shared as well. And I send them that, and I let them go through that at their own pace. And then and that's really great, because when your goal is to grow a big team, you want to work with the working. So once they've gone through that and they've gone through the video and they've gone through the first few steps, then I know who is serious, then I know who wants to run, and that's the people who I'm going to invest my time in.
Cool. And this is a specific nuance. Do you welcome people the day that they enroll, or do you do it like a certain day a week? Or I've heard people do it different ways, but
I do the day they enroll as soon as possible, because if not, then I forget. So honestly,
and nothing wrong with that. You have to work with what works for you.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Kara, so much for your time and for the information. I really appreciate that, and I know that everybody else appreciates it. So keep doing your thing. I know that 10-star will be, I'll just say a month or two from now, I'm going to be pushing you for 12 or 13, because we know it's going to happen. Yeah. But keep doing everything that you're doing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being who you are. And just thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great night, guys. We're going to talk to you soon. Have a great week.
Bye.